Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be
along a toddler has been missing in Savannah.
And as you come around, and it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh, I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Where is Cody?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday, you guys. This is my last day off. We're going to get into a lot of some details, some information. You guys love to see actual images and everything. I have been working, and Zan woke the God. Now, we were supposed to stay up all night last night. We didn't stay up all night because I kind of was a little, whatever, tired. But we worked all this morning, and we've been getting everything prepared for you guys. I want to first say thank you, Tina Powers, for being the first one coming in the building. Miss Dee Dee's in the house. Monique is in the house. Woke the God is in the house. Thank you very much, Woke the God. We're putting everything together. Lisa Taylor. We got, who else? We got Lisa Calhoun in here. Hey, Diane Harris is in the building. I know Sanja Watts is in here. Brandy is in the building. There's Sanja Watts. There she is. Nancy LaRose is in the building. This is our normal squad, you guys. This is our normal squad. You guys is always the first one to come in here. And then they be like, oh, snap. Give it a little time. Let's see what's going to happen today. But a lot of the comments that I have been getting where people are now understanding the logistics of what the shop looked like, where it was at, what was going on. And you guys, I believe before we can go in and make a rational, educated analysis of what's happening, because we all have a theory and opinion about something. It's not our child, but we feel connected to this child some kind of way, right? So showing you guys the actual structure of how the Citgo or Citgo and the auto shop, the two bays, and then the car wash, and how it was all connected, instead of trying to figure out why is they going in this door and why was they not going in the door and all this other stuff. It did not make sense until you actually seen what was going on. I hated to come on today because I wanted a lot of people to get that, but I think that we've got a lot of content today for you. And I guarantee you it'll be worth your while. You hang around. If you really couldn't understand some things, I'm going to share some things you probably seen. I'm going to share some things you ain't seen. I guarantee you, you're going to get something out of this live here today. You're not going to leave without some more information in your mind. Now, like I said, I do got our researchers on deck right now. You guys know what that means. That means we finna get some whole bunch of information nobody has, and we're gonna dig, like I said, and everybody else can say it after me. We're gonna dig until we find what we are looking for. Now, I'm gonna say something because this is my 10 minutes in my commentary. I want to tell you guys, I am so deeply, the word is upset. Let's just put it simple. That I heard something just the other day from one of the family members of Naziah Harris. And I heard it on another channel. And I wasn't snooping. I wasn't in the bushes. I was just trying to relax my mind. But, I keep Naziah on my mind. So anything that I can hear, I'm going to hear. Now, like I said, I don't get mad at other channels. Thank you guys for talking about the dog dig, the dig. We're going to dig. She said we're going to dog dig. We're going to dig. And it's going to come together. But let me tell you what this family member said. Now, the family member said, because hey, I don't get mad at other channels and what their content is. Their content is their content. And I tell you guys all the time, when you have the body, you can't tell the feet what the arms to do, the hands to do. They do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They do what they do. I leave that alone. That, I think it's all comes together. There's some content creators and they have a way of doing what they do and getting people to conversate and talk and everything. And you know what? That's good. That's good. Because they're going to be saying things that maybe, you can get a good understanding. Because right now, I don't think nobody got closure. But let me tell you what this lady said. She said somebody asked her question, and I'm not gonna say the content's name. They said that we can. I'm not gonna do that because you guys don't do it, and that's respectful to me. I'm not gonna do it to respect the content creator. Now I know they said we can share where we got it and all this other stuff. You can figure it out. Don't be throwing it in the chat because that's a no-no. But anyway, the lady is kin to Naziah, and I really don't know how she's kin to Naziah, but the lady said somebody asked her, where is Naziah? Now, they kin to Shannon Harris. Some kind of way. I don't know the Annette, which is the grandma. I don't know if it's her sister, daughter, or her sister. I don't know who she is really. I don't know. But she talks to Shannon. She goes over Annette's house, so she's kin to him. But so the caller came and said, where is Naziah? And the lady said this, you guys. It disturbed me something great. My stomach started aching. She said, I wrote it down. Where'd it go? I wrote it down. Oh, there it is. She said, where's Naziah? She answered the question like this. Excuse my language right now, but you will not get the full effect if I don't tell you. So I'm going to tell you what she said. She said, that's a dumbass question. She's deceased. Now you tell me why they're chewing this woman up when it comes to the social media, and she don't understand why. She's like, y'all need to go for Jarvis, and why y'all coming after me? But the question was, where's Naziah? And she said, had you been listening and following the case, she's deceased. She wasn't yelling. She said she's deceased. We're not looking for Naziah because we're looking to recover her body. She's gone. Why would a family member be so inquisitive to say she's deceased? And say it like it ain't nothing. You know, it disturbed me because I wouldn't even want you to be a spokesperson for me. I really wouldn't. But anyway, nevertheless, you guys, I wrote something down, but I was writing so fast, it just doesn't even make sense to me. Belinda said, I know you was there, Belinda. But I have a problem with how she answered that question. It made me so very angry. I don't know if she knows anything. I doubt if she knows anything, to be honest with you. I'm not going to drag her through the mud. But why in the world would you sit there and say, call the caller, calling somebody that's really compassionate about your love, supposed to be your loved one, and say, hey, hey, where is she? We're looking for her. Where is she? And you say, with your that's a dumb egg question. And be like, I don't know why everybody coming for me. We trying to do the right thing. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, nevertheless, you guys, it was horrible. It was horrible how she answered the question. Just horrible. I'm not coming for the young lady that's part of Shannon's family. I'm not coming for her. I'm just saying, if you're wondering why you're getting attacked, because I guarantee you, if you answer questions like that, telling people that if they're saying, where's Naziah? Because you know what? You know how many times I have to read, where is Naziah? Where's Naziah? It's almost like you're mad that they're saying her name. She's saying it with venom, and I ain't lying. Yeah. I said, don't talk about her in that way. She saw me. Yeah. It was horrible. It was horrible. And and they gave her some information about, hey, maybe you need to stay off the social media. I mean, and she was like, why I gotta stay off of social media? But you know what? It's this is why I tell you guys, when we try to call Nay, I don't want people dragging her down these YouTube streets, because it will get very nasty. So, and it can. And we've been keeping it calm for Nay. We've been keeping it calm. We got to respect each other's channel also. So like I said, you guys, I ain't speaking down on nobody's channel. There's a reason for everything, and everybody's channel has a reason why it's there. If it was not so, I believe the Lord will stop it if he needed to. If they're doing too much damage, he will stop it. I guarantee. Take the channel away, or something will happen to the person, or the channel will go down, or the person will just stay off of the social media and all this other stuff. But I guarantee you, everything has a reason. And if you can get the family to talk, good. Kudos. Good. We ain't gotta like what they say, but they gonna say some stuff. I'm gonna share some videos with you guys too. I was in a little rush. I don't have everything that I wanted to share with you today because I had put on here the time we were gonna come on is 3 o'clock. And I had 4 more videos. I got something that I want to share with you guys. Okay? But first of all, we're gonna do a 360. And I done figured out how to do it, you guys. Okay. Now, let me get set up a little bit. A little bit. And because when I show you my screen, I don't want all that echo going on. And that's what Zen and I was working on today. We had to work on it because it just didn't make sense. Do you guys hear echo right now? Tell me if you hear echo because I want to see the chat while I go in and let you guys see my screen. Like I told you, I'll figure it out if you give me some time. She said, oops, I'm late. You're okay. You ain't missed nothing yet. Now, do you guys want to see the 360 first, or do you want to see some videos of No, meaning what? No echo, right? Good. No echo. Okay. You want to see the 360 because some people was not aware we could take a little trip, or we can look at the video. No echo. Thank you, Selena. And you guys got to remember, I don't have my glasses on right now because, one of them is broke. One of my lenses is broke, so I only see far. So if I don't see your comment, do not get mad. Nancy said, let's go with the 360. Okay, let's go with the 360. Okay. Because I want you guys to kind of really, when you go not only in these chat rooms and you talking and you asking questions, don't quit asking the same question. You got to know what you're talking about. Everybody say, let's take the trip. Let's take the 360. Let's do it. Because when I show you something else, okay, let's go. Let me share my screen. Okay. First, we're going to go to 900 and let's see, 900 and Connor. Do you guys see the picture? Tell me if you see the picture. Okay, so we're at the sit-go. This is what I want you guys to see. Now, first of all, let's go back over. Okay, I'm going the wrong direction. It's trying to go somewhere I don't want to go. It's being weird. Oh, Lord, where is it taking me? Hold on. It's doing some stuff. It's been setting for a while, so let's just turn it around. Go back on over here. Okay. Let's go back over here. Okay. First of all, this is the sit-go. And oh my God, I wanted to download this one thing. But I'll tell you about it anyway. So this is the sit-go right here that you guys all see. And you guys going to have to talk to me because I don't know if, like I said, if you hear an echo, let me know. But this is the sit-go. And then if you see this is the sit-go right here. Look, this is the sit-go right here. This right here. This is a sit-go, okay? And when they say across the street is the traveling in, they're talking about right here. Just right across the street. Okay? This is the traveling in right here. We can't really go into it no farther than that. But it's not across the highway. It's just right across the street. Sit-go right there. The traveling in is right across the street. You guys see that? You guys see? Now, I want you guys to see it all. There's a manhole right there. You know, sometimes they put people in manholes. I wonder if they looked and checked on that. You guys understand? There's a abandoned building right there. Pay attention to this building right here. I know it's delayed a little bit, but you guys see what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, you see, this door right here is locked. It still go in this way. So, we're just going to take a look. I hate that this big old truck is sitting there. If that big old truck wasn't sitting there, we could see a whole lot. But the big truck is sitting there. No big deal. No big dealio. And this is where you see right here. I'm gonna wait till it catches up with me. You guys bear with me. So, you guys there? Okay, so even though that I showed you guys still pictures, I always come with the receipts. So this is where you see the picture of that gate that is right there that's connected to it. But you can't get in unless you have, you know, a key. And there's Jarvis and King right there. And, you know, when I try to go, you know what? Let me see if it'll. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Because I go. Boom. And you'd be surprised. Google Map be doing the most. So that's the air pump right there. You guys can see the air pump. And it says oil change and all of that. And if you're looking for cameras, you may not see it on this spot right here. I mean, it's a hole in the wall type of sit-go. You know what I'm saying? But there it is, sitting right there on the corner. Big as nothing, okay? Now, I know you guys want to go. Like I said, we're doing a 360 real quick. And I thought that this showed me the full view. Okay. I don't know if it's showing me the full view. Okay. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to get me off of there. Hold on. And so you guys can see nothing but the picture. Hold up. That might help. Okay. Because you guys say you can see me, so. Okay. Alright. So, I don't see me, so. Are there any cameras that we can see at Citgo or the hotel? Are there any cameras? Okay, let's go over there. Well, you see there's no cameras over here. That's just a light up there. And if you look, there's a camera up there right above that truck right there. There's a camera right there. That's a camera. And when we looked at the hotel, if you want me to go, see, the thing about this hotel, you can't go inside of it, but let me see what this little sign says right there. It says Project Greenlight Detroit Partner. So I guess they do got video cameras there. There's a video camera right there. Up right there. If you see right there, you guys. There's a camera right there. It's weird because if you look on both sides, there's a camera that going face that way, and then there's a camera face that way. Okay? You guys got that? See, since this is private property, we can't go up in there. Well, that's why the map can't go up in there. Just to let you guys know that. But let's go around here a little bit. It's gated, so they're not coming out that way. Let's see if we can. Okay, come on. Shoot, I should have see. That's part of the building right there. I'm just letting you guys see. That's part of the building right there. And see, it would have been just straight across. So they're definitely not coming out that direction if they were. But let me tell you something about traveling in. I told you guys what happened on that. And, you know, some people wants to believe that, you know, you can park right here. You can park right here. You can park out there. They might have some parking back there. I see a little road right there because it says, you know. But they got everybody's car fenced in right there. Could be the employees right there. Who knows? But they got it fenced in. Pretty darn good. Traveling in. The traveling in. So. Okay. Let me come in here, and since that is not going to do that, let's put that on up there. I've got to put my watermark up there, you guys. Okay. All right. So, So yeah, this is traveling in. And you guys, I know you guys don't remember or you don't know what Shannon had said. I mean, not Shannon, but Roxy has said. And this is why everybody believed that they was at the traveling in. They believed they was at the traveling in. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm not saying that somebody just told a fat-faced lie. I'm saying they got the information mixed up and everybody ran with it. But that's not how it works. What had happened was they had got some word that they had went to a hotel, right? And the hotel was on Harper. Now, if you know what I know, the travel in is on Harper and Connor. Right here. And so I believe Roxy thought they were talking about this hotel. She went over there asking questions. Some people said, yeah, we know him. And da-da-da-da-da. And then Roxy turns around and says, matter of fact, I can't show it to you, but let me share with you what Roxy said real quick. I can sure enough share with you. I didn't download it yet because I didn't have time. But I'll come back in the room in a minute, but I'm going to share with you what Roxy said. Okay? Because you guys think Let me see. Here we go. Hold on.
Jarvis or by I had talked to several different people who knew him. Knew him by J-Bo. They didn't know him by Jarvis or by Jay. They knew him by J-Bo. And that was people at the gas station, people at the liquor store, and people who live in this particular hotel that's over there on Harper and Connors. And when I was talking to people, they had said that they had been seeing him there with, crackheads and stuff like that. So it was just the whole hotel is off, and he has been over there several times because it was people who knew him.
Now, hold on. Just because Jarvis has been at this hotel and people knew him, this is a place where crackheads be. This is a place where drugs is dealt at. Okay? That doesn't mean that night he was at this hotel. And that's where people got it all mixed up and was like, no, because no, they got no video of Jarvis showing up at this hotel. Let's get that straight, you guys. So, I'm just showing it to you because I'm showing it to you. But she says this one, right? If that was so, wouldn't they have said something in the preliminary hearing about this hotel? They're only talking about the hotel that he signed in at, which pinged on his phone, which is the Park Crest Hotel. I'm just showing you this just in case for those of you that believe this Traveler Inn hotels got something to do with Jarvis this night. It does not. This is the reason why Roxy even says, listen to when she's talking. She said, I went over there to the filling station and they knew him. Hold on, chick. At the beginning of this, she did not know that, guess what? Of course they got to know him. The buildings are connected. The only way he can get into the shop is to go through the Citgo. Of course they know him. That doesn't make what you're saying liable. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I'm going to let you listen to the whole thing. But for real. Let's go.
So, with me just kind of checking it out, myself and talking to certain people, it was just really off. What have you, but that is not his first time that he has been over there.
You talking about the travel in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely not his first time over there. People definitely recognized him, especially the gas station and the corner store. They even described how he looked without the hat on. I showed them a picture where he was kind of covered up. And when I had went over there, I had talked to several different people who...
Yeah. You guys understand? Did you understand that logic? Just tell me. Did she even know what she was talking about? Come on, you guys. I need to know. That cell phone hopefully will show us where he was, or the car computer, if that was it. It has been mentioned on one of the videos about a scrapyard close by. Per his jail call to King about the gate and the key being the same as the door. Right. I wonder if there is a scrapyard somewhere along the way. Okay, let's travel a little bit. Let's travel a little bit. Let's get out of that. I don't know if you guys can see me right now. Hold on. Let me share with you. Okay. Let's come out of there. Has it stopped or whatever? What's done happened? What's done happened here? Hold on. What's done happened, you guys? Okay. What's done happened? I've been trying to... I don't see everything like I'm supposed to see everything, so I logged out and I'm going to log back in. Okay. Let me log out and log back in. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Are y'all seeing it? Are y'all seeing the movement or what? I don't know if you guys... It's stopping. Why? Why? Okay, let's go with this video. Oh, it just don't want to move now. Oh my goodness. It's doing some crazy stuff. All right. That's okay. We got it now. We got it moving now. Okay. There we go. We got it up and moving. All right. Come on, let's go. Let's take this ride. Okay. So, let's look. This is the alley. That's somebody working at the car wash, but here's the alley back here. Let's see. It won't. Don't think that you guys, I'm doing this on purpose. It's only going to sometimes take still shots, and it will only let me go certain directions. So we're on the other side of this shop right here, and we're going to go up the street too, but so we're at the street behind right here, just to let you guys see what's behind. Here's on the other side of the street too. See this building right here? This building is really just weird. And see, it won't let me go straight behind the building. Remember now, this is just right across the street from the shop. We're just right across the street from the shop if you want to look. I'm giving you guys a good look. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Oh, hold on. Let's back up. See the dog right there? There's a vacant building right there. This is behind the shop. This is all behind the shop. I want to back up a little bit. And then my phone gonna say, you're charged 15 minutes. I mean 15, you got 15 power. looking at the houses down the street, what they're looking like. Somebody's living there. There's a little something right there. That house way in the back, it looks like it's all burnt up. These places just, I could not live in this area. Oh my goodness. Then I just couldn't. Look, the gates and stuff. That looked like somewhere where you used to live right there. But anyway, if you go down the street, now if we make a turn at this corner right here, we're back on, what is the street called? Because there's the Traveling Inn right there. And there's the liquor store. But they said Angel. But I went all up and down this street looking for Angel Liquor Store. She said the liquor store. This is the liquor store she went to. And I don't know if the owner's name is Angel, because that's what King said. King said Angel's Liquor Store. And Zan used to live down there in Detroit. And Zan said that's not the liquor store, but that's the only liquor store that's on Harper. They said that they was on Harper Street. So, because I went the other direction and I could not find a liquor store. And this is Harper. Look at all that debris right there. That's crazy. And people are not cleaning these buildings up or nothing. So this is the Traveling Inn. We're back on there. Traveling Inn is to your left. The Citgo is to the right. Now, so I'm just telling you, that's the liquor store. But Zan does not believe that's the liquor store they were at. But King said that they seen Naziah and they was at Harper, on Harper Street. This is Harper Street. That's not too far. We can go up Harper Street. And that's what I did. I went up Harper Street. Trying to find another liquor store. See what I'm saying? Unless they were more closer to the address. But going this way, on Harper, I don't know why that's blurry right there. I am not seeing another liquor store. Now, hold on, because we're coming up to the right. I see a little liquor store over here. Let's keep going. It's trying to make me go to the left. See, now you over here by Amico, and some says liquor over there. Let's go over here real quick. Some says liquor over here. Let's see. Was that the liquor store? That says Harper Liquor. That says Harper Liquor. It doesn't say Angel's Liquor. I didn't want to go off into the center, but it says Hollywood Restaurant. That's the street we just came down right there, you guys. So I'm just looking all over. There's a chicken place. So we're getting right back on track. Okay. What she say? That baby would be coming from across Warren Avenue. Uh-oh. I want to see who was that walking down the street. So we're still on Harper. That's a long walk. See, I just don't see no Angel Liquor Store. That's a lot. So whichever way is closer way to Warren A. Am I going in the right direction? Liquor meat product. Keep getting. Okay. Okay. So maybe we needed to look at that's okay, Zen. We've been looking all day. We've been looking all day. She said keep going. All right. I'm keep going. Keep going up the street. There's Liquor Lotto right there. Wow. No, Van Dyke. That's Van Dyke. Okay. So you went in the wrong. Keep going to Harper Street. What are you talking about? I went in the wrong way. This is Harper Street, isn't it? I'm still on Harper Street. Am I not on Harper Street? I'm still on Harper Street. What are you talking about? This is Harper right there. It says Harper. You say keep going up Harper Street. This is Harper Street right here. Talk to me. I'm going to have to plug my phone up. Yikesy, yowzy, yowzy, yowza. Just in case. I wasn't charging it up, but we can do that. Which way to go? The store is in the other direction. What do you mean the store? The liquor store? Are you talking about the liquor store? Yes. What's up? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I went the wrong direction. So let me go out. They calling now. Okay. Hello?
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 Yes, the store is the other way.
The store is the other way?
Yes.
The liquor store. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me start over.
You went all the way to Van now. You went the opposite direction. That's all. You just got to turn around and go back to where the shop is on Connors and Hopper and keep going back that way. You're going to pass Bedford and all that. Keep going that way.
Okay, I'm going to start all over. You saying go this way?
Yep. You see where the hotel is?
Yep.
Go that way.
Which way?
That way. Keep going that way. You're going to find the liquor store and the motel down there, Hopperwood. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, because that motel is down there, Hopperwood, straight out Hopper. Yeah, go that way.
Okay. Okay.
And see, it's not really a far way to go. If you get on the freeway behind the hotel, that'll take you that way too. The freeway is faster than going straight up the street.
Right. But
Y'all gotta remember, A lot of time traveling on the streets, there's too many goddamn cameras at the street lights.
Right.
So you're not gonna travel that way up the street. Most people gonna jump on the freeway.
Right.
Yeah. There's too many cameras on the streets and street lights.
Okay.
You're not gonna travel, even if you're doing wrong or right. You're gonna travel that way because it's gonna show you a picture and who all in the car.
Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I still going the right direction?
You going the right way now?
Okay, so am I still going the right direction?
Yes, you should be coming up to Chalmers in a minute.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. You coming up to Chalmers.
Okay. All right.
Keep going. It's gonna be a street light down there.
There's Frank's Auto Center.
That's what you looking for, the other auto center?
No, I wasn't looking for it. It just caught my eye right there.
They right up the street from where the other shop was. They all on the east side.
Okay.
Now, if you keep going past Frank Auto Centers,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna run into that liquor store called Angels.
Okay, let me see.
It's called Angelos, not Angels.
Angelos?
Yeah, it's gonna be down by that Park Crest Motel. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
But you see how many Frank shops you just passed away from the Jarvis shop on well, I think the shop that King and Jarvis in probably was owned by Frank too.
Yeah.
They just ain't painted yet.
Yeah. So, what? How many we done passed? 2?
Yes, you have.
Okay.
And then you remember it's another shop on Warren and Cashew.
Right.
Okay, just keep going. Up Opera.
Is it right there?
No, that's the old theater right there on the right hand side. Keep going. Now, what's the name of that liquor store?
Hold on.
You just passed. That's across the street from Harpo's. Bag up.
Oh, it's not letting me back up.
You have to turn around with your map. Turn around with your map. Bag up.
Now I'm really lost.
See what the name of that liquor store is.
Where?
The one you just passed when you was on Hopper.
Am I going to...
That's Cashew. Just get back on Hopper. See what the KFC is? And Harpo's? Go back. Yep, keep going that way.
Right there?
Now one more click past the $1,000. It's a liquor store on your right hand side. Keep going. We're gonna see what the name of that liquor store is. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going down the street?
That's yeah. See, don't turn.
Okay.
Turn back up. See right there. See that building right there?
Where?
Across the street to your right. It's red and white. That's a liquor store.
What, Harpo's?
No, that's a old hall that's closed down. I'm talking about cross street from Harpo's. See right? Go back down. Come back down. Okay, now you see where that white truck in front of you?
White truck in front.
In the street. You in the middle of the street. See that truck in the street?
Yeah.
Okay, now go forward. Go forward where that truck is straight ahead in front of you. Go forward.
Right there?
See that brick building? That's a liquor store right there. What's the name of that liquor store right there?
Let's see.
Turn around on that liquor store and see what the name of it is.
It ain't letting me do it.
It's on the front of that sign. It's on that big sign right there. Where it say liquor, beer, wine. It's
Yeah.
gonna be on the front of that sign.
It says Black Wall Street Liquor.
Okay. Now, turn back around and keep going back the other way up Hopper till you get to the store that you was looking for, Angelos. The one that King said they stopped at.
Okay, so keep going down this street?
Okay. No. You're going to turn back to the right. You're gonna stay on Hopper. Turn back around. Turn all the way back around. Because if you go that way, that's gonna be going the wrong way. Turn back around. Turn back around.
This street right here? Okay.
Yeah, turn back around when you see Harpo's.
Okay.
Harpo's,
Yeah.
go that way up Hopper and keep going.
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying that you go that way up Hopper, keep going. You're going to run into the Park Crest Motel down there. And I think the liquor store they were talking about is way down there by the liquor store. It's still a long way, but you can walk that way if you don't walk before.
Huh.
And Bill lives on the east side of Detroit. You did a lot of walking.
Is that it right there?
What?
That liquor store?
No, that's a motorcycle club. Keep going up Hopper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a motorcycle club. Keep going up Hopper.
Dang.
Yeah, keep going up Hopper.
Okay.
Keep going up Hopper.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, that Park Crest Motel is not in the inner city Detroit. It's in Harper Woods.
Yeah.
It's actually across 8 Mile. Keep going. Well, actually between 8 and 7 Mile. Keep on going.
This baby ain't walked down to this shop. She was trying to walk down to this shop.
I don't know where she was walking, but you remember her text. She said she was going to wait for him no matter what. So she was walking on the street, period. When they picked her up, remember they said they came from the auto parts store, and King said, well, they said, there go my niece.
Yep.
And they pulled over to the store.
I don't see this liquor store.
Yeah, but that's why I'm trying to keep going down there. The name of the liquor store is not what he said was. He said Angelos.
Okay.
He said Angels.
He said Angels, but it's Angelos.
Yes, it's called Angelos.
Okay. I hope Zan heard that. We needed that.
Keep on going. Yeah, his testimony was, it was called, we stopped at Angels.
And it's Angelos.
And it's called Angelos. That's the only liquor store down that way where he told me they was. Now you better cross over the freeway. Keep on going. Yeah, that's all Hopper. Keep on going across the freeway.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? About most people don't travel the street. You just crossed over the freeway where that would have took you this way that you're going.
Right.
If they was moving around, they wasn't moving on the streets. It's too many cameras.
M&S Auto Repair. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, keep on going. A lot of auto parts around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've been gone from Detroit since 2010. I moved up out of there a long time ago.
I bet you happy too.
Yeah, I've been gone since 2010, but I only live like 2 hours away from Detroit.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm still in there because my family still live there, my kids.
Oh, yeah, you got to get them out.
They grown. I don't got no little kids.
Yeah. But it's still horrible.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like this before in my life. I'm like,
That's what I just was telling somebody the other day. I said I grew up on the east side, and there wasn't none of this going on.
this is horrible.
We was riding our bikes and doing all types of stuff. It wasn't no sex rings going on. If it was, we didn't know nothing about it. So we was too busy being kids.
Yeah.
And my whole thing about this, all the thing is, all these monsters was around. She didn't never shed a tear. All she did was dance through the whole thing,
Right.
ignoring all the monster tear activity they had going on. She knew well what was going on, but all the while what was going on, she danced the whole time.
I was watching that. I caught a lot of her videos.
You don't never see her shed no tears.
No.
That show how strong she was. Anybody that ignored people, that you ignore, she was ignoring them through the dancing.
Yeah, that's her way out.
She was ignoring them through dancing.
Yeah. That's for sure. Am I still going the right way?
Yes, up Hopper.
Maybe I done passed it or something. I ain't passed it, have I?
I'm still looking. I go Metro PCS, keep going.
Uh-oh. I don't... This
That
is...
looked like was a liquor store right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. This...
Yeah, you still on Hopper. Keep on.
Why does it say interstate? Oh, it is Harper, huh?
Yeah, because the freeway is right by there.
Okay.
Yeah, keep on going. Don't turn. You gonna turn around and go back the wrong way. You gonna keep going the way you was going. Keep going the way them cars is in front of you.
Okay.
Keep going. Cause it's gonna bring you back out towards the service drive of the freeway, and you gonna see. Keep on going. Yeah, they on Hopper.
Why? Okay, it's saying interstate.
Yeah, cause the freeway is by there.
Oh, but it's still Harper.
It's still Hopper along the service drive. Look to the left. See the left over there?
Uh-huh.
That's the freeway down there.
Okay.
Remember I just told you, if you left the shop and jumped on the freeway, you'll still be on the freeway, going down along the side of the freeway, Hopper. Keep on going up Hopper.
Now she's... Okay. Okay. Oh.
Now you enter into what I was saying about 7 mile, 8 mile, and this is where the Parkcrest Motel is right here. If you keep going up Hopper.
Is this Harper?
Yeah, you still on Hopper?
Well, it's saying something. It says Marceau Road.
Yeah, that's the cross street that you're coming to. Cross over there, keep going.
Okay.
Oh, you were turned off. Yeah, you turned off. Turn back around and get on the service drive of the freeway.
Uh-oh. Now, see, we late.
Keep on going straight ahead down the freeway, the service of the freeway. Yeah, the service drive. Straight ahead. Don't turn. Don't turn.
Stay here?
Turn back. Now, straight ahead. Turn back to that street light. Hey, now go through that light. Straight ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Let's see.
Keep going.
Family Foods. I don't see no liquor store.
I know. But keep going.
All right.
Now you better see the hotel before you see the liquor store. So, now keep going. But the hotel better come up.
Are you serious?
The Parkcrest Hotel, keep going. Cause we ain't seen no liquor store.
Right.
Now we keep going, and I'm looking, you looking, and I know somebody else got to be looking.
Yep, we're not seeing it.
Keep going, cause we done already crossed Moros. You were saying Moore's Road, that was Moros.
Okay, what was that?
I know another liquor store. That's a auto part right there, ain't it? That's O'Reilly's, ain't it?
That's a school.
No, that's a plasma place. That's where they do diplomat success. It's a school. Okay.
Yeah.
Turn around and keep going up Hopper. Now keep going up Hopper. Keep going. You finna come to the goddamn hotel now. And we ain't seen no liquor store before you get to this hotel. Keep going.
Here's the hotel.
I know. We ain't seen no liquor store.
Nope.
Now, if we turn around and go back up Hopper towards the shop and go slower, we might see some liquor stores. But we didn't see none coming up.
Nope, sure did not. Because here's the Parkcrest.
Everybody say that's a long walk. But if you walking straight up Hopper, and depends on what the weather is, it's a nice long walk. But if anybody see you that driving, they gonna pick you up.
They gonna pick you up?
Anybody see you driving that know you, they gonna pick you up. They ain't gonna let you keep walking.
But they got a lot of prostitutes. They got a lot of prostitutes down there, don't they?
But yeah, they're young. They out here on the streets. They ain't got nowhere to go.
That's sad. That's sad.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean they ain't got nowhere to go? They got all those abandoned houses out there. Shoot, open up one of them houses and stay in it. That's what I would do.
They living in tents, in fields, the homeless.
I wouldn't do that.
That's how they living.
I'll stay in one of those abandoned houses till they tell me come and get out.
Yeah, they don't know. A lot of them ain't have that sense. They scared. They ain't gonna go in them houses. Only certain people gonna go in them houses. Change the locks. Stop fixing the house. Get the lights turned on. Yeah, only certain people gonna do that. It's like, if I ain't nowhere to go, yeah, I go in a bad house, change the locks on the doors, get the lights turned on in my name, start painting and working in there and living in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's not gonna do that. Too many lazy motherfuckers to do that. They rather go and live with somebody and shack up on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a crazy world we in. But yeah, I ain't seen no liquor store, and I done been to Detroit. I was just in Detroit the weekend. I ain't seen no liquor stores on Hopper going that way that you just went on the camera. Not too many, not the ones that he.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Not no angels. And the most I seen down that way, it was called Angelos, and it was in Hopper Woods. It wasn't even in Detroit. But I didn't see none along the way going to that hotel.
I didn't either.
And then the other way that you was going towards Van Dyke, I don't even think there's no liquor stores down that way named Angel neither, because that's down in my neighborhood. Down there by Van Dyke. When I heard Van Dyke, I said, oh, she's going the wrong way. I'm serious. I heard you say, this is Van Dyke. I say, no, you got to go the other direction. Because the other directions, you're going to see all the motherfucking auto parts stores, them Frank Auto Parts.
Yeah, I seen that. We're gonna start looking up Frank stuff.
Even if she did walk in that direction, you know what I'm saying? They said they went to the auto parts store. How we know they didn't go to another Frank store and grab parts instead of trying to pay for it out their pocket?
Right. I know they got a receipt from the AutoZones.
Okay, well they went to an AutoZone right there on Hopper. Then is it an AutoZone right there on Hopper?
I didn't see one. I mean,
only AutoZones I really know about over that way is Gratiot. I know about the AutoZones on Gratiot. That's a little ways from Hopper. But it's not that far from Connors. If you took Connors all the way down to Gratiot and take Gratiot straight up, it's an AutoZone. I don't see no AutoZone on Hopper for them to even be picking her up down in that area.
right.
That's what I'm looking at, the AutoZone. And then my mind keeps telling me over and over again, didn't nobody said that the girl came back from Ypsilanti, but King and the lady house they went to in Ypsilanti.
Exactly.
And then when the lady asked him, was any talking in the car, he said it wasn't no talking because he had his music playing.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, oh, if the music playing loud, she liked to dance, you could easily distract her if you wanted to do anything harm to her. But Jarvis is a rapist, he's not a killer.
Exactly.
That's the thing. But like I tell my homeboy, King will beat a bitch ass in a minute. Hey, it don't matter. He beat a pregnant bitch ass. That's what he locked up for. He was a pregnant bitch ass.
Yeah. But did you know that gun charge that Jarvis got is to beat somebody in Annette's family for touching Isaiah?
I thought that was the motherfucker who lived next door.
I don't know.
that was autistic. I said somebody autistic. I thought that was the guy that lived next door.
Could be. Could be.
I think Jarvis probably seen him call Nasiah and get her attention.
He what?
Jarvis seen him call Nasiah to get her attention.
Uh-huh.
Cause that man, he was sick, but he was in love with that little girl. That's why I said he wouldn't kill her. He got her pregnant.
You think he was in love with her?
Man, sickly, he was in love with that little girl. Look how he talked to her. He was talking to her more than he was talking to the grown folks.
Right. Right. I told somebody that. I said, in his sick mind, in his sick world,
He was in love with that little girl. He wouldn't hurt her. That's why I'm saying somebody else did that.
you think somebody else did that?
Only people that would be jealous.
You think Shannon did it?
Shannon could. She lost her baby, didn't she?
I don't know.
Did she have her baby?
Yeah, she posting pictures of a new baby.
Yeah. Yeah, but her niece was pregnant too with a baby.
Oh,
That's enough to send you over the edge.
right.
Hey, I'm just gonna use the words like this here. This little bitch around here dancing, and she fucking pregnant by my baby daddy.
Right.
Jealousy, envy. I don't think none of them really liked her at no point
Right.
because y'all weren't even teaching her about tampons.
Nah, they wasn't teaching her about sex, life, or anything. She thought just because you do it,
She was learning as she was going.
yeah, yeah,
She was learning different shit from people as she was going. And the whole while she was learning it, she was dancing through the whole thing.
yeah, she was.
And I didn't see not one tear. I said, this little girl dancing, fuck all the monstrous shit going on. She dancing on y'all ass.
Yep.
And they didn't like that because she ignored them.
She did tell Jarvis one time she wanted to get out of that hellhole. That's what she said.
Why would a 13-year-old want to go with him? Why would she want to go and stay with him?
Because it's no better. It definitely ain't better where she's at. That's for sure.
Something she recognized she wanted to get away from.
Yeah.
And the grandmother don't make it no better. I ain't never seen a grandmother like that.
Yeah. You know.
I don't understand it. It's unexplainable. And I keep saying Jarvis gonna tell it all.
I think he is going to tell it.
Yeah, because Jarvis sitting in there, he hurt because they took his baby away from him.
I don't know. The family was on a platform the other day and said, someone asked the lady where was Nasiah, and she said, if your dumb ass would have been paying attention, you would know she's deceased. But she didn't say it like she's mad, like you.
Well, everybody got that same opinion because they going off of what Kim Worthy's saying. You know what I'm saying? You have to really realize it. On the 10th and the 11th, did Jarvis make the attempt to text the little girl? They said there was no texting on the 10th or the 11th.
Yeah.
Not even good morning or how you doing or are you all right? And it wasn't no return texts from her or texts from her to him at all.
Right.
The 10th or the 11th. He made no attempt to even contact her on the 10th or the 11th.
Right.
He had been contacting her all that day or whatever it was, the 8th, the 9th, the 7th, leading up to the 9th, because she said she'd be waiting on him, and if he's not there, she'll wait.
Right.
Okay, we seen her walking in that direction. The ring camera caught her walking in that direction, you know what I'm saying, and that's actually going towards Warren. The way she was going, it wasn't going back towards Hopper. Yeah, that was going towards Warren. That wasn't going towards Hopper. That was going back towards Warren. And she got off the bus on 3 Mile Drive, and she didn't go back that way to the left. she going to?
They said they picked her up off of Harper.
That's back the other way. And the way that the ring camera show her walk.
Really?
So if she was walking down Harper back towards the shop where they was, then how did the ring camera get her going southbound up that street? That's going back towards Warren, East Warren. Harper would have been in the other direction.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he picked her up on Harper, when he picked her up on Harper, what? She was walking towards the shop, walking towards their shop up Harper, and not the way that we went towards the store.
Right. I think so.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's to the King testimony is misleading. His testimony is just to disconnect himself from Jarvis. He really disconnected himself from Jarvis because the question was the prosecutor should have asked him when he said he had to be home at 8:45 when he left. He said Jarvis and the girl was at the building.
Right.
But when you left, was she alive or dead? They didn't ask him that. They wait to do on trial. Because that question raised an issue. He left, but was the good girl alive or deceased when you left?
Yeah. Was she in the shop? Was she in the trunk?
He said that him and Jarvis counted out the money they made for the day. She was in the truck playing with her phone. He keeps saying something about this phone. He said that. He said we got back from Gypsy. Me and Jarvis had to split the money that was made and split receipts and stuff for the day. And Desire was in his truck playing with her phone.
Exactly.
He made it seem and appear she was still alive.
Yeah.
Not saying that. And he had to leave. He didn't lock the shop up that night. Jarvis did.
Exactly.
If you go back and look at the preliminary, you will see what he said. The lady asked her, she said, did you lock the shop up? He said, no, when I left, Jarvis and Desire was there.
Yeah.
So he made it seem like the girl was still alive. And now he disconnected himself from Jarvis because he leaving to go home.
Right.
On Taylor.
Yeah. But his...
When all this shit hit the fan, this motherfucker parole officer violating him for being in contact with Jarvis. Now he back in prison. He only coming back for testimony if he needed.
But, you know, he should have been violated for having contact with the police, being around another felon.
Yeah, but he wasn't reporting that. They found that out once all this hit the news.
He wasn't reporting. And then his GPS would show that what time he made it home. He didn't even make it home on time, and they gave him, they just let that slide if he talked.
They hit him with curfew violation.
They did?
No, they let it slide. They locked him back up for curfew violation. And now they holding him on detaining him because he violated that. And then he was with a known felon, and a little girl is missing. So they holding him just in case he need to be witness. But he back in prison on his violation when he whooped the pregnant woman. He back in prison on his regular charges.
Right.
Yeah. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because once you violate, you got to do the full time.
You go back to your original charge.
Yeah.
That monitor on your leg was just that you can be at home, but you're still under the same charges and you can move around.
Right.
Yeah. But once you violate that curfew, they gonna send you straight back to prison on that alone. Everything else just gonna add up. You was in contact with a known felon. You know what I'm saying? And y'all been running business together. All that stuff comes after the violation.
Right.
Yeah, so he ain't going nowhere.
And then not only that, Jarvis gonna call him from jail And they just
Because he was only calling him to get that phone.
yeah.
His whole purpose was to get the phone, but by him calling and the phone calls is recorded, they heard that, they put a warrant out for the vehicle, and they went see the vehicle even without the woman.
Right. She said she was in the hospital.
Yeah, they took it without her. They put it on a flatbed and took it and got the phone. Because he the one mentioned about the phone.
Yeah, and King had the car in. The King had the car. She brought the car down to get whatever fixed, and King looked for the phone but couldn't find the dang phone.
It was already gone.
No, it wasn't gone yet.
Who had it? The woman?
No, it was in the car.
Okay. So, but when they got a warrant for the car, they got the car and the phone before King could get the phone.
Yeah, but he had already looked, but he couldn't find the phone, and he let it go. And then they came and got the car when she was in the hospital,
And they found the phone.
and they found the phone.
And that's what they retrieved the text messages of.
Yeah,
Of his phone.
cause they still got the vehicle.
Yeah, they still got that phone too.
Yeah. And so, what you think about
And he made a lot of calls that night.
who King Jarvis?
Yeah, he made a lot of calls.
Yeah, he did.
And I think one of them calls might have been that Beyonce.
Well, we do know he called Nene.
Then it's a new girl that he probably been just being with just for an alibi.
He was with her. He'd been with her for 4 or 5 years.
Then he just popped back up on the 10th and the 11th.
He called her. He checked in the Pinecrest Inn at 10:53. He called Nay at 10:30.
Okay.
She told me he called her and said he was coming over to spend some time with her
Yeah, that's to establish an alibi.
at 10:30.
Yeah, anytime after 8:30, 8:45 when he departed from King,
Yeah.
he established an alibi. Yeah, that's an alibi.
And then he never. She said she told us she went to sleep, and then he called her at 12:30.
You know my thing too. You remember Roxy said she found them clothes, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody say why she wasn't on the stand. Because she's a cousin. And the police feel like she had ulterior motive. She had an agenda. So they intercepted whatever she had going on. If she did find some clothes, they gave it to the lead detective, the white guy who said he found everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's why she wasn't on the stand. She wasn't credible.
Right, because you could have put that there.
She wasn't credible as the old woman who walked over the ID for 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. The old woman don't know nobody. She ain't got no motive. She don't own agenda.
Okay.
Roxy had an agenda. So if she did find some clothes and she was calling the police, they wasn't going to rush to her anyway.
Right.
They're like, well, who is this woman calling us? She must got her own agenda. So no, she wasn't going to be on the stand. She wasn't going to be part of the investigation. If you got an agenda or motive, your motive and agenda could hurt the motherfucking case. So no, they wasn't going to put her on the stand.
But they said that the shoe was wrapped inside of the onesie, stuck in a bush.
I don't even think that's the shoes that she had on, not from the pictures they were showing us.
That was not the shoes she had on.
And my whole thing is when they find this baby body, and she got 2 shoes on, now it's going to raise a whole lot of suspect about where did this other third shoe come from.
Exactly. And of course it's going to have her DNA. It's her shoe.
Yeah, but that don't look like the shoe she had on according to the picture they showed. It looked like she had on white and black shoes.
Right.
Yeah, I know she had in it.
And that's what the detective said. The reason why they didn't pick up those shoes before because they was looking for a black and white shoe.
Yeah, they already had the description of the shoe.
So how in the world did this red and white and black shoe show up?
That red shoe was planted like that onesie was planted.
Yeah, in a onesie.
Yeah, that red shoe and that onesie was planted like the hoodie was planted.
Exactly.
Because the grandmama saying the hoodie was a different color than the hoodie that they saying got all this DNA on it.
Right.
But no matter what the color of the hoodie is, this hoodie got Messiah DNA on it and it got Jarvis DNA on it. But the onesie got somebody else, 2 other people with DNA on it that don't even fit Jarvis.
Exactly.
Y'all don't remember his lawyer said, the white lady said that? She said, well, on the onesie, the DNA shows 2 other suspects other than our client. So I'm like, well, who's DNA on the onesie?
Exactly. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back over that.
I'm listening to the evidence. Who DNA is on this motherfucking onesie?
It's got to be her DNA.
They didn't say her. They said 2 other different suspects' DNA. As if they know who the suspects is, but they didn't disclose it. If you go back and look at that, they talking about that onesie in court. The lady, not the black guy, his lawyer, the black guy was asleep. The lady said, before they bonded out, she said, well, the onesie didn't have my client DNA on it. It had 2 other suspects DNA on it.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
Okay, we have to go back over that.
That's why they was contesting the premeditated murder instead of the rape charges. Because they said this onesie got 2 other people DNA on it.
Okay.
And not my client.
Okay, we're gonna have to go back over that. I wanna see that.
If you go back over it by yourself, you don't even need nobody to look at it. You can look at it all by yourself.
Oh no, if it's something that if that's what you saying is what's said, everybody need to know.
If you throw it on air and let everybody see it, when it get to the onesie, listen what the lady said, because the brother was asleep. His lawyer, he was asleep.
Okay.
The white lady said, well, the onesie has 2 other suspects' DNA other than my client's.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go over it tonight.
Yeah, it sure do say that. And I was like, damn, I wondered if anybody catch that. I mean, I'm smoking weed, I'm wondering if I'm just high, but anybody else catch that. I watched it again, and sure enough, exactly what the lady said. She said, Jarvis DNA, her client, is not on the one. 2 other suspects.
Right.
He is, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reason is the reason why we're contesting, you know what I'm saying, this premeditated murder charge.
Right.
Because if you look at it, it don't matter which way you go. Each count Jarvis got on a sex charge carries 25 years. He got 3 counts.
Yep.
And Kim Worthy, if you listen to her on the air, she's saying if anybody else got any complaints and feel like he did anything to you, come forth. She's trying to put as many cases as she can on him.
Right. And then they asked for, I can't remember, a remand, a man ran.
You know what a remand is?
A remand.
A remand is, the prosecution is ordered that he be remanded back to the county jail. Now, if you listen to the sleepy-ass black lawyer, he said, well, Your Honor, we don't have no problem with a remand because my client isn't eligible for a bond anyway. He's not eligible for a bond. So we're not contesting that he be remanded back to the county jail until he goes to trial. Yeah, she was asking for a remand, that he be remanded back to the Wayne County Jail until trial. In case they was trying to ask for a bond. But his lawyer said, we don't have a problem, we're not contesting the remand because my client is eligible for a bond because he's being charged with 3 counts of sexual assault and he's being charged with a murder. A
Right.
body that hasn't been found. So he's not eligible for a bond anyway. Yeah, the remand was, they was recommended that he be remanded back to the county jail.
Mm-hmm.
So he wait to go stand to go trial. So that was her whole point of letting the judge know that they was recommending a remand. That his ass be remanded back to the Wayne County Jail until he stand to go trial.
Yeah.
They didn't want him to try to slip through the cracks.
Right. Well,
And that's to be on the paperwork when they transfer him back to the county jail. Ain't no bond.
exactly.
So can't nobody come down here with no money and make a mistake and slip him up out of this bitch because he's to be remanded back to the county jail.
Exactly.
I heard you saying that remand, but I couldn't get on to explain it. I say, well, shit. They want him to go back to jail until he go to trial, and they don't want him to slip out through the cracks with a bond.
Right.
But his lawyer said, we're not contesting the remand, Your Honor. He said, because my client is not eligible for a bond.
Well, I thought that the remand meant for every charge that he was charged. When you go remand, that they have to charge him the full amount, and then if he was found guilty.
He mentioned about his older case from 2005. So pretty much his past history, they wanted him. He still recommended it to the county jail. Ain't no release.
Right.
Ain't no release.
Okay.
They get the maximum of everything.
Exactly.
Even when they find him guilty, they want 25 years for each charge. That's 75 years
Exactly.
off the rip.
Exactly.
That's a fucking basketball score. That's a fucking 75 to what? Whatever the number is.
That's good.
Miss Jarvis gonna tell if anybody else had any hands in playing to this baby, he gonna tell it.
He gonna tell it if he knows what's best for him. He gonna tell it.
He gonna tell because he was in love with this damn baby.
Okay, then why something happened?
Y'all see him in the courtroom when the sister was up there testifying. You remember when they all stepped out the courtroom and left her in the courtroom with just him and her?
What happened?
She was crying on the stand. Jarvis.
Oh yeah, the sister.
He kept his head down and was still right because he was dueling because he left-handed. He was dueling with his left hand. He did not look up at her one time.
Nope.
And heard her crying in that goddamn courtroom.
Yep.
He didn't look up at her not one damn time.
Nope, he didn't.
But she was there to tell it. Whatever they wanted to know, she was there to tell it. She probably about tired of his motherfucking ass too.
Well, I'm glad you explaining, what you see.
You hear me? Yeah, because I'm listening to everybody, man. If you don't know, the first thing I was listening to everybody to my where's somebody at? Well, my thing would be is, starting from that shop, it's going back that way you was going up Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
So many abandoned houses just in that area on that side of town of Detroit. I would start with all abandoned houses. The ones that ain't boarded up, we search them. The ones that got boards on them, you can search them.
Yep.
Because if he put that body in any building, it's going to be an abandoned building that ain't nobody looking at.
Right.
Or motherfuckers say, no, I ain't going in there. No, tear the goddamn wood off that bitch so there's some light in it. And then if you do that, if it is anything in there, it's going to start smelling.
Yep.
Once you catch them boards off, if it is anything in there, it's going to start smelling because it's been closed up.
Yeah.
There's so many abandoned houses in Detroit, it ain't funny.
You're right.
Starting from that shop and that hotel across the street from the shop, going back up Hopper the way you was going on that Google map, there's so many abandoned houses on each one of them goddamn blocks. Going back that way on the east side of Detroit, you got to start there. If you start anywhere.
Yep.
And you got to think, there was so many abandoned houses right there by the shop, leaving from that shop. That abandoned school right there on Camden, down the street from that goddamn shop.
Yeah.
That's another one. I seen she was on there looking at that building right there, and I heard the girl say that was cardboard up on there, then it'll turn black. They ain't no goddamn cardboard. That's motherfucking OSB board.
Yeah.
They just spray painted it and put it up there.
Yeah.
It ain't no cardboard. It's black. It's wood. It's been spray painted black.
Right.
Yeah. But that school been closed down over 20 years.
Yeah.
Over 25 years.
They say that Jarvis grew up on that east side.
Yeah, he grew up on East Line.
Wow.
I wonder how many abandoned houses on the block he grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He grew up on East Line. Yeah, they say motherfuckers used to beat his ass over there on East Line.
You say East Line?
East Lawn, like L-A-W-N, Lawn, East Lawn.
East Line. Okay.
Yeah, East Lawn. Yeah, he grew up on East Lawn.
Now you,
He younger than me.
he younger than you?
Hell yeah, I'm 58. Jarvis 42.
You 58?
Hell yeah, I'm born in 66.
Oh my goodness.
He younger than me.
Same year I grew up. I mean, I was born.
Yeah, he's the age of some of my young friends that went to school. They might have went to school with him.
So they know him?
They in 45, 42 age range. Yeah, some of the people I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? They're younger than me, but they Jarvis age. They might have went to school with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he went to Southeastern, but we all went to Southeastern.
Hmm.
Yeah, and he lived in that area to go to Southeastern.
I
Probably
think.
can look him up. Hey, you probably can look him up on Southeastern High School, either one of their yearbooks, and see if you can find it.
Okay. I'm writing that down.
Yep, he gonna be in the year. See, my graduation year was like 84.
Right.
Well, his graduation year gonna be younger than me.
It'll be, because he about 10 years younger.
42.
Huh?
He's 42 years old right now.
Okay. 42. So, he probably.
He had to go to one of them high schools, either Southeastern, Benny, Denby. He had to go to one of those high schools right there. Kettering, Osborne, them all East Side schools.
So.
I said Southeastern because that's in the area where we all live at.
So he graduated in 2001. 2001, I started to look.
Okay, yeah, because my graduation year was 1984.
Okay, yeah, because I take 18, saying that he's around about 18 years of age when he graduate. From the 42 gives me 24. Take 24 from 2025 gives me 2001.
Okay, so look at Southeastern. That's a high school. That's on the east side. You got Fanny. There's another high school on the east side.
You said Fanny?
Fanny, yup.
Fanny High School.
Fanny High School. You got Osborne. You got Denby. All them are east side high schools right there in that area.
Because we're trying to look for somebody that knows Jarvis.
That's why I said high school.
Yeah.
East Southeastern, because that's in that area, East Line, because he grew up on East Line.
East Lawn.
Yep, EASTLAWN.
And you say that's a street.
That's a street.
Okay.
Yep, it's on the east side of Detroit, East Line. So, no.
Okay. That's going to help us dig.
Yeah, and then, like I said, you want either one of them high schools, you're going to be able to find him. If he was in high school during them years,
You don't find a high school picture, yearbook, or something.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
I seen the number on there. I was looking. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna lighten a little bit what I can. But like I said, he grew up on East Line, but he younger than me by 10 years or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I got some friends that's 45. He might have went to school with them.
Shoot, why don't you try to get with him and see if they know him, or get us an address?
I can make some calls and find out.
Yeah, we need an address to see, because usually people go hide things places where they know.
That's what I said. Him growing up on East Line, where he grew up at. I wonder how many vacant houses on the block he grew up on East Line.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You'll be surprised.
What's your name again?
My name is Wayman Davis. What you see on the screen?
Wayman. That's who was. Yeah, my mom called me. She said Wayman's trying to get your attention. I said, you're going the wrong way. I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing on here. We just trying to get this up so everybody could see what they were looking at, because, if I do come down there to Detroit, I want to know where I'm going and where the bad places is at. I don't want to end up in a bad place.
You already know the address where that shop is.
Mm-hmm.
In Detroit, you know what I'm saying? And you put it in your GPS, it's going to take you right there in that area.
Yep.
And like I said, a lot of people don't really drive on the street. They jump on the freeway.
Yeah.
Just like the ride coming from Ypsilanti. I don't think they would road Michigan Avenue too many goddamn cameras.
Yeah.
So they got on the freeway.
So why you think? So
I don't know if that baby made it back from Ypsilanti. And but two people said she left Ypsilanti. That lady whose house they went to, that took the car to, they worked on, and King.
right.
That's it. Ain't nobody else saying that baby left Ypsilanti going back to Detroit.
Exactly.
Because everybody else claimed they didn't know where she was.
And the sad thing about it is they said they left,
It don't take but 45 minutes to get from Ypsilanti to Detroit. It don't take no goddamn 3 hours.
Right.
I swear to God it don't. It's 70 miles an hour on the freeway.
Yeah.
And most motherfuckers driving 75 or faster.
The last place she was at is up there.
Yeah. And that's why I said it's only a 45-minute ride out 94 from Ypsilanti back into Detroit.
But
It don't take you no 3 hours.
but that area is a really nice.
If you leave Ypsilanti at 5 o'clock in the evening, it's not going to take you to 8 o'clock to get back.
Right.
It's only a 45-minute drive. You leave at 6, you should be back in Detroit by 7.
Well, see, at 6:30, at 6:38, his phone was still at the shop, and then at 7:38, it pinged in Ypsilanti.
So they see how fast they shot up there from 7 to 8?
6:30 to 7:38, about an hour. They could have stopped somewhere, got something to eat. About a 45 minute drive.
I just said it's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
See, and King from up in that area, that's where he called his case at. So he know Ypsilanti better than Jarvis would.
And then she said that they stayed at her house for about 30 minutes to an hour. She said about an hour more. But then King said they were there for 15 minutes because somebody had to go to the ATM. But here's the thing. If somebody had to go to the ATM because the money wasn't right?
Yeah.
But the next day, they texted King. They called King and said it wasn't enough money. And so they wanted Jarvis's Cash App because they needed to send another $70.
Yeah, okay, but when they left from there, was the little girl with a rim?
Was she with him, or did they
That's
go
what I'm
somewhere
saying.
and do what they needed to do?
Or did they find a place up there to get rid of her up there?
Yeah.
King, not Jarvis, King. Because King, if anything had to be done to the little girl, King would do it because he ain't have a problem with killing or whooping or beating
Right.
or choking a motherfucking woman out.
Right.
I said that so they coming back from Ypsilanti, who was driving? Because if Jarvis was driving, that means that King was in the car with Nasiah too.
But how did Naziah Glasses get in that other woman's car?
That's how they transferred her body. He transferred her body in that woman's car.
The cadaver dogs did not smell decomposed in that Cadillac.
She might not have been decomposed when she was moved.
After 10 minutes of death, the smell will be there for the dogs.
What if she wasn't dead when she was moved in that car? See?
Yeah.
What if she was just moved in that car, period, and her glasses was left in there, after getting her body out the car?
The dog didn't even smell decomposed in that car.
But I'm saying, what if she was not dead when she was moved around in that car? Maybe she might have been alive. And her glasses got in there, was left in there. I'm not saying she was moved around the car dead. She probably was moved around that car when she was still alive. And her glasses just was left behind. And the thing is, what time was it that he got that damn car in order to be moving around with that car?
I think we're gonna have to go back and get that time on there.
If he already had his truck, what did he need her car for?
Exactly. And how did he get dropped off to get the car?
Other than transport, shit, he didn't live that far, he can walk.
Yeah, that's what she said.
No, she didn't live that far from that shop, he can walk.
And he probably put the truck up in the bay and then walked over there and got her car.
Yeah, but what was his purpose of going to get her car? And he already had his truck at the shop.
I don't know.
Was his purpose to get that car to pick Nasiah up in, to take her away from that shop in her car?
Yeah. Because he knows his car can be tracked. Her car can't be tracked because it's an older car. It don't, you know?
It's low key because it belongs to somebody else and it's not nothing he normally be in.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying that. I'm on my way back in so I can roll up my blunt. I've been outside in the backyard.
Oh.
I was standing out in the yard talking to you. But yeah, I'm going back in so I can roll my blunt up.
All right.
Yeah, because we've been talking about it just as long as anybody. And the thing is, when the shit actually happened, I was in Detroit.
Oh, you was?
During that month of January, hell yeah.
Okay.
I sure was. I was there from January to June.
January to June. And you don't know Frank?
No, that name's, I know a Frank, but not that Frank that they showed the picture of.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the Frank.
And the Frank I know, his last name is Hood. He got a shop on Mac. Tire shop. He don't got no shop like that. He got a tire shop on Mac.
Yeah.
His last name is Hood. Hood. Frank Hood. See, when they kept saying Frank, I kept saying Frank. But the other day I seen they showed a picture of Frank. I said, oh, I don't know him. He Indian or Chaldean or Arabian. I don't know him. I know a black Frank.
Oh, no.
And I'm Hood. But like I said, his last name is Hood.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I might be in Detroit the next couple of weeks myself. But I don't know when I'll be back up there. I just left the weekend.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, shoot. I think by next week we'll have a whole bunch of information because I reached out to the person that usually do all of our research, and I told them, I said, I need some help on this. I need some information on some people, and I gave her the information that I needed, who owned and all of that, and they're gonna get back with me in a couple of days. So hopefully we'll have some names, addresses, faces, and because I don't want to get sued when I put somebody's face out there because it be the same person because we done ran into that before. It'd be like, but I know it was them people, but they just didn't want to be known. So, so hopefully we'll have something by next week, some real deep details.
Check those schools. Either one of those schools. Southeastern High School, Senior Denby.
Yeah, we're gonna look into that.
Yeah.
And that's a good start. We're gonna look into that. I got some names I done wrote down here too. So we're gonna see. But if you can reach out to some of your friends or somebody that know Jarvis, shoot, or King, Cardell Wright, let us know. Cause they got some hiding places, and
I don't know nobody know neither one of them.
not right now. I bet you know how the streets is. The baby needs to be brought home.
All I know is he's 10 years younger than me, and he had to go to one of them high schools over there in that area.
Mm-hmm. And we sure gonna look.
Like I said, you got Southeastern, that's in that area between me and him, and then back that way where them shops is, you got Penny, then you got Denby, and then when you come back that way where you was on Van Dyke, you gonna run into Osborne and Kettering over that way in mid area.
So I'm thinking, okay, I got one question to ask you because they came out at the beginning was like he was at the Travelers Inn, and I'm like, no.
That's across the street from the shop on campus.
Right. I was like, no, they didn't say nothing about the Traveler Inn. His phone didn't ping over there. His phone pinged at the shop.
They kept saying the Park Crescent Inn.
Exactly. The Park Crest Inn.
That's the way we went out Harper. That's down there.
Yeah. So I think they let them, like they didn't do it intentionally. They were just messed up themselves with the information, and they ran with
I
it.
don't think they searched nowhere in that area over near that shop.
You don't think so?
No. They didn't have time to because shit was thrown out over on Bird and 7 Mile.
Yeah, but why would you throw some clothes in the bush instead of in the river? And it ain't even the clothes she was wearing in the bush.
They just threw that stuff out to throw you off the trail.
Right. Exactly.
They just throw them off the trail with that one.
Okay.
That's all the way on the west side of town.
Okay. We gonna figure.
Away from where she was walking.
Right. We gonna figure it out. Well, I thank you, Wayman.
Yeah, she ain't know nothing about the damn west side. She from the east side.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were like that.
All right. Well, I hope you call in another night.
Okay then.
All righty. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I got, oh my. Um, I got some breaking news for you guys that's in here. Uh, we're gonna get back on what we were talking about, but I appreciate Raymond coming over here and talking to us and getting us on the right track. Appreciate that a lot. Um, on the trial with Amari that was in Las Vegas, you guys, I just got a text message that the prosecutor and the defendant almost got into a knockout fight in the courtroom. But the man that took out Amari Nichols got 22 years to life in prison for murder. Just want you guys to know that the family just let me know that's what happened in court today at 4:53, 6 minutes ago. Thank you, Tina Simone, for the super chat. Let me give you a super dance. I didn't forget about you. I was really intrigued what our guests had to say, but we appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. You did a big help right there. And you just don't know how much you helped this channel right then. Because things do what they do. I want to share some other stuff with you guys. I just appreciate when you guys call in and tell me what you need to know. Tell me if I'm going the wrong direction. Tell me if you think I got something mixed up or whatever. Or tell me what your opinion is about the whole situation. I want to share with you guys something before. I was going to share with another video, but we done already seen Parkcrest. But I want to share some with you guys. I want to share. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay. I want to share some things with you. I want to share. Let me see. Let me see. Video. Let me see. Here we go. We've got 3 videos. First of all, let me see if you guys can hear me. Yes, you can. First of all, I want to share this video, and I had to take out all the music because we don't want our channel to get striked again. We're not doing that. But this is Naziah, you guys. Let's watch it. I got something to share with you. If we got to show it 2 or 3 times, we're going to do that. Now, I'm going to share with you why that video is very important. When she is wearing her pink shirt And that's a shirt. That's not a onesie, you guys. When she's wearing her pink shirt, I want you guys to look very, very close to Nazia's arms. Right in the crevice of her elbow. That's called your arm. What is that called? I need you guys to talk to me. Talk to me for a minute. She's got bruises all and up and down both arms. You guys, right where you guys follow me? I don't hear you guys saying anything. Did you guys hear what I just said? Her arm, not her armpit, but her elbow. Take a look at it again. Take a look at it again, you guys. Take a look at it again. Just want you guys to see it. Trust and believe. I got 3 videos to show you, so stay here. There's a reason why I want to show you these. And I'm going to add my own little music because I can't use their music, you guys. We just can't do it. We don't want no strikes. Look! Do you guys not see what I see? Do you guys see what I see? I thought that was a shadow. That is not a shadow. Now, she could have eczema, or it could be bruising. Or it could be some type of... Usually, when you get bruising like that, it's because of an IV or some medication being in your arm. Or a drug, you guys. I'm just showing you guys something. Take a look at it. Here we go. Okay, hold on. I want to share with you guys something else. Check this out. Not only that, this is something else I want to share with you. You guys, I'm giving you all this so that you can have an educated idea. In these videos that you see that goes, seeing her dance. Normally, you look at the background, you see these little refrigerators with this little lamp. Those lamps are not normally in the houses in the 2025. Those are normally lamps that are in motel rooms, hotel rooms. You guys know what I'm talking about. Pay attention to that. I'll let you see it one more time. Okay, I've got another video to share with you guys. Let's take a look at this other one real quick. That's the first one. Is Zan in the building? Is Woke the God in the building? This video is for you. Please, woke the God, say something in the chat so I know you in here, because I wanted to share this with you. Okay. Hey, I gotta do it with no music first. Let me get off in here real quick. Okay. And the reason why I need to do it with no music, because I don't want no echo. Now this video, and I'll try to pause it so you can see it or try to run it back. But remember, woke the God, we were telling you, she had a video when she was doing a dance. If you look in the back at the refrigerator got chains and locks on it, okay? This is in the house of Annette. So pay attention. I'll do it without any music first. I don't think you can see it on here. I think it's cut out. Doggone it. Because this is where it's at right here. This is where it's at. Let me just play the video. Yeah, they were very jealous of this little girl. Okay, you can't see it in this video. You can't see it. Okay, so I want you guys to see this video right here.
Run it up, Kel. Run it up, Kel.
Everything flawless. I ain't gotta brag, let my money do the talking. No employees, nigga, I was raised around the bosses. Niggas wanna funk, but they can't afford a coffin. Poppin', niggas steady watching. Louis on my feet, coming sock it to my pockets. Thought it was a room, nah, nigga, this my closet. Broke the money counter, I got rich nigga problems. Shit I buy the biz, nigga, shit I buy the Audi. Chillin' on the jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county.
Check this out, family. Look on the back of his shirt. He is walking his daughter. I guess she's getting ready to graduate and she's going to some kind of prom or something. Look on the back of his shirt. It says Frank's. Thank you, Marilyn. We need that. Please take a picture. We need that information. With a Frank shirt on. Stop it. Yes. I'm telling you. I'll be looking for stuff. My husband said when you be looking, you might. I said, they say I be reaching, honey. He said, you might be reaching, but you might. He said, I said, honey, they say I be fishing. And he says, well, maybe you are fishing. I said, yeah. He said, if you get the right bait, you might catch something. I looked at here and I said, look, he got a Frank shirt on. She says, no, you don't. I see it too. Okay? We need that right there. I want you guys to see that. Pay attention. Because we're keeping all these clips.
Run it up, Kel.
You guys, tell me, why is her arms so bruised? Why is her arms so bruised? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Stephanie, yeah, that was Nazaria walking his older daughter. She was graduating. Well, not graduating. She was going to a prom. Could have been an IV. Kate says they're definitely bruised. What are you saying? He worked at Frank's auto shop? Yeah. It kind of looked like him at a glance. It is him, Stephanie. Y'all, come on, y'all. Let me play it again. Y'all didn't know that's Jarvis? That's Jarvis and his oldest daughter. Let me play it again for you.
Should I buy the Audi? Chillin' on the jet, now I'm cloudy. Hit a nigga steady for a gang, then I'm outie. I remember I was only buzzing in the county. Now a nigga always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10? Niggas childish. Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. I'm a player, got hella flavor. Phones in a bucket, everybody sign a waiver. Nigga signed, only got a chain, nigga slaving. Signed to myself every week, that's a payment. Made it, nerd niggas hating. Money stacking up, I ain't even gotta save it. Niggas fake, I can't even trust them when they bang it. Got a lot of change, but I'm still not changing. Don't call me to link up, I ain't hanging. 4 deep, no strap, niggas playing. If rap don't work, then it's back to the basics. Nigga to my swag, I ain't mad, I embrace it. Don't believe the gram is a whole lot of fake in a bag or the clout. What the fuck you niggas chasing? Me, I be trying to give motivation. Shit ain't gonna happen overnight, have patience. Buzzing, nigga, I be thumbing. Niggas hella cheap, they be ballin' on the budget. 50 pop on me right now, that ain't nothing. Before I let a bitch play a nigga, I'm a dummy. Ain't finna talk about it, niggas know how I'm coming. Got the cheat codes, I just gotta push a button. From a place with a lot of hate, but I love it. They like, there you go, when they see me out in public, bitch.
Run it up, Kel.
Ballin', everything flawless. I ain't gotta brag, let my money do the talking. No employees, nigga, I was raised around the bosses. Niggas wanna funk, but they can't afford a coffin. Poppin', niggas steady watching. Louis on my feet, coming socket to my pockets. Thought it was a room, nah, nigga, this my closet. Broke the money counter, I got rich nigga problems. Should I buy the biz, nigga, should I buy the Audi? Chillin' on the jet, now it's cloudy. Hit another state for a day, then I'm outie. I remember I was only popping in the county. Now nigga always lose count when I'm counting. How the fuck you still ain't touched 10? Niggas childish. Working OT every week 100 hours. Say I'm acting funny, wait till I drop the album. I'm a player, got hella flavor. Phones in a bucket, everybody sign a waiver. Nigga signed, only got a chain, nigga slaving. Signed to myself every week, that's a payment. Made it, nerd niggas hating. Money stacking up, I ain't
Oh, I'm sorry. She said, by the way, we can't hear none. I'm sorry. I was looking at the video. Uh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let me see here. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. I know we're going to see. You guys, I'm going to get off of here. I did as much as I could do today. It is 5 o'clock in the evening. We are going to turn it in. I will see you guys tomorrow. She said her dance was her test and evidence at the same time. You guys, that baby's arms are messed up. Like from IVs. Or what? She said, yeah. Um, we looked at as much. Oh my goodness. She wanted to come back on. She wanted to come back on and do some more dancing for y'all. So sometimes some people are saying she's gone, she deceased. Some people saying Jarvis loved her and he was in protective mode. Yeah, you know, and why was she bruised like that on her arms? Why? Why? See, we look at every little detailed thing, so then when we start coming in here, we ain't talking upside the wall and, you know, talking through our neck. Like, we want to know the truth. And I'm glad Wayman came on and let us know, hey, you're going the wrong direction. Go over here. That's a long walk she was going to try to walk. And we ended up at Parkcrest, which that was a place we were going to go to. I had that marked, but shoot. And he took us all the way through there, didn't he? He was like, you're going to end up there. And that's what we did. We ended up there. Jarvis and King are sloppy and nasty. Yes, they are. I'm going to get off of here, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going. Let me do some more searching. There was two or three videos I didn't show you guys because I think that, you know, we can only eat so much in a day. It looks like someone held her down. Yeah. That could be it, Carla. That could be it. But I'm gonna get off of here. You guys, we'll get back into it tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm glad that somebody from Detroit called in. Well, they lived in Detroit when that stuff was going on. But you guys understand that. And I appreciate everybody for coming in. Make sure if you're not part of the channel, subscribe to the channel. Click for notifications so you can get notification. We just always check out all the detailed stuff. What is real, what's not. Facts. And a lot of facts. A lot of facts. We need to know those facts more than anything. And if anybody needs to call me, that is the number. You need to leave me a text. That is my number. You want to talk to me? That is my number. Give me a call. All right, you guys? Be good. Be safe. Always be nice to each other. Bye.